Your reasons have to be greater than the task at hand, or else you will give up. Your reasons have to be greater than the task at hand, or else you will give up. You will quit. Because it's easier to quit, it's easier to give in, it's easier to walk away from it when the reasons aren't big enough. But if you have a reason that's associated with what it is you're trying to do, case in point, you're not a person who exercises or eat healthy. Go to the doctor tomorrow and let them tell you, if you don't change something, you got 2 months. I guarantee you'll find some motivation. You'll find some motivation. You'll find some reasons to get that energy level up. You'll find some reasons to get a move on, to get something behind. But the thing about it, we shouldn't have to have a scare in order to put out our best effort. We shouldn't have to have a scare. It should be something, that reason. So if you look hard enough, I guarantee you'll find a reason to stay motivated. You'll find a reason to stay at. If you're truly wanting to become a bass player or a musician or something like that, this economy shouldn't be the end-all decision maker for you. The economy is going to be what it's going to be. There's a quote that I like. I think I got from this book that I read, The Richest Man in Babylon. Where there's determination, a way can be found. If you're determined, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. I can honestly say 2020 was a crazy rough year for me personally. Y'all didn't know it. I got on here and did Grooves and Motivation, but 2020 was a crazy rough year for me. It was spiritually draining. It was mentally draining. It was physically draining. It was financially draining. I got attacked in every way you can imagine. And it was very hard to keep my head up and keep going. But I was determined. Something clicked that I have to do this. I have to get through this year. I have to get through this time. I have to. My reasons really started standing up. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't easy. I had to have a support system. My wife helped me during this time, and several other people that I'm connected to helped me get through this time that was tough. So I will say, you will need a support system. You can't do it all by yourself. It's hard to push through by yourself. You have to have some type of support system that helps you to remind you of those reasons, because sometimes in our own, we'll get in our own heads and we'll become very, very cynical, even with great reasons. Sometimes you'll get in your own head, you'll become very cynical, you'll become very pessimistic, and especially when things just seem like they continue to be bad or spiraling out of control and you have no control, it's easy to become super negative. It's easy to become super negative, and you don't want to do that. So one of the things I do, make sure you have that great support system that helps you to navigate and to manage, and people that remind you of your reasons. And not only remind you of your reasons, you need some people around you that remind you of who you are, because there's going to come times where you forget. There's going to come times where you forget, even on this instrument, like you forget that you're great. I don't care what level you are. I don't care how many scales you know, how many runs you know. Yeah, I don't know the melodic minor, and I don't know all of my arpeggios, and I don't know all of this. It doesn't matter. You're still great. Why are you great? Simple, because you didn't quit. And if you're still here, you still have time. If you put the energy, if you put the effort behind it, you can get beyond the hurdle that you're facing now. You could jump it. You might have to go back a little bit, get your speed up, but you can jump it. You can jump it. Just because you tripped over the first three, it don't mean you're going to trip over the next three. So be encouraged in that regard, that, yeah, life happens and the motivation goes down in terms of what I'm doing today. It inspires, it encourages, it motivates you. But ultimately, once you leave this life, you got to go deal with life. So you got to figure out something and get those reasons up that keep you moving forward. So really quick, I want to let you guys know, if you're somebody who's trying to learn gospel bass and you're trying to improve your playing, your overall aggressiveness, being more aggressive, learning the different styles of music, maybe learning the hymns, maybe learning the congregational songs. You might even be struggling with how to play shout music and all of that kind of stuff. If you're somebody who struggles with these types of things, I want to help you, and I want to help you to grow your skills as a bass player. Not only that, if you're struggling with coming up with licks and riffs and those types of things, I want to help you figure it out. So I encourage you to check out the link in the description below, or visit JermaineMorgan.net, and there I have a ton of lessons that you can check out. I have a ton of courses specifically geared towards bass players who are trying to improve in gospel, and a ton of other areas. But if that's where you need help, let me help you by visiting JermaineMorgan.net.